Mark Geist, former CIA contractor involved in Benghazi. Super pumped to have you here. We're getting ready to have a very heavy interview and recalling all of the accounts that happened over there. And you know, I want to document the history.
Yeah.
And tell the guys stories that aren't here anymore to tell it. But before we get too heavy, one thing that I love getting is my former colleagues' everyday carry pocket dump. So as a former CIA GRS contractor, what do you carry on the daily to keep yourself protected here at home?
Here at home, I either carry a Glock or 19 or a SIG 365.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
You know, I love the Glock because that's what we carried overseas for so long. I mean, that is one of the most durable guns I've ever seen. I never liked them before because I grew up in the Marine Corps when it was all 45s.
Yeah.
You know, the 1911, and then, the Glock is a plastic gun.
Yeah.
And so, I started contracting in 2003, and that's what I carried. And, I shot, I can't even imagine how many rounds. I mean, I know thousands of them. We did a test on it. I was training Iraqi SWAT teams and ERU units, and I decided I wasn't going to clean my gun and see how long I could shoot it until it malfunctioned. And I think I got to, before I had any type of malfunction, it was over 10,000 rounds.
Oh, no kidding.
And it was only a stovepipe. So all I did, cleared the stovepipe, took a tool, cleaned the friggin' extractor because it had carbon buildup, and that's why I didn't grab the well. And I think I shot another over 10,000 rounds after that as well.
Right on. When did you start carrying the 365?
After I got out, that was kind of post Benghazi. I got a couple of those, and I really like it. I mean, and they've got their variants now, and I also have a 320.
Oh, right on.
So, I mean, I've got a great relationship with SIG as well, and they make some great guns.
Yeah, they are very innovative.
Yes.
But what else do you carry? What kind of blade? Do you carry a blade?
Yeah, so a fixed blade, I carry a half-face blade.
Nice.
The
Andy's knives, huh?
Yeah. Andy was he was the stunt double for Ty on the movie 13 Hours.
Are you shitting me? I had no idea.
Yeah. All that long hair he has?
Yeah.
They were able to fit that under a wig. I don't know how, but they did.
I had no idea that he played Roan in that movie. Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah, he was the stunt double.
Yeah, I've tried like hell to get one of his Damascus
I know.
blades.
Yep.
And I can't get them, ever. I've been trying for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I got a couple blades from him, but I haven't been able to snag a Damascus blade.
I've got the Kiowa, and I've got a Tomahawk.
You got a Tomahawk too?
Uh-huh.
Did you purchase these, or are these
somebody else
the good
purchased
old boy
it for
network?
me?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if Andy's listening, maybe he can save me one so I can buy one from you. But
I've been trying to get him to make. I'm trying to get him to make one custom for Shadow Warriors.
Oh, man.
To honor Ty and Glenn.
That would be really cool, man.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
But
what else do you carry?
Pistol-wise, I mean, I love the 45. Outside of that, my everyday carry stuff.
Medical,
I carry I've got a kit that I've put together myself, and a lot of it's just stuff I've developed over the years working overseas, different type of tourniquets, and, I love the... what the heck's it called? We kind of started making them, and then somebody actually did it for good, but it's surgical tubing that's got a Z-clip on it, and it's great for really if you're really going for covert, because I can wear it around my belt.
Yeah.
And it's easy to do one-handed, and, and that's really important, obviously. I found out. Because I really found out how hard it is to put a tourniquet on your arm when it's half blown off.
Yeah.
But I love that. The three things that are important to me are tourniquets, morphine, and medical shears. Because with those three things, you can do a whole lot of life saving.
Yeah. You know, you didn't mention, you forgot to mention one portion of your everyday carry, and that is Roan.
Roan, yes.
Service dog.
And
there
that
he
is. She's going to stand up and come say hi.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, she is my everyday everything. I mean.
So I don't have a service dog. I've thought about it several times. We just had a discussion, but I'm curious. I mean, she goes everywhere with you on the plane, traveling. Does she go when you're at home? Does she go everywhere with you too?
Most of the time.
Store,
most of the
bank,
time,
anywhere?
I take her wherever I want to. Anytime I'm out and about, I try to take her everywhere I go. And most of the time, I mean, for everybody else's sake, I mean, I can operate. She'll work with me off lead almost all the time. I mean, and any command I give her, she'll be right there. But most people get uncomfortable when they see her with I call this her dancing dress.
I know, I do.
It's that's her dancing dress, and this is one of the best vests I've ever seen out there. It's Tier Tactical, TYR Tactical. Their group makes it. It's custom for her.
Right on.
And
I got a question. So we're talking about everyday carry, and you know, crime is on the rise, and so this is becoming more and more important. I'm just curious, if you had to pick, and I think I know what you're going to say, between your SIG or your Glock or Roan, is your everyday carry?
I'll take Roan every day.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because she can detect things that I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's from the security side of things, and the comfort of knowing that I've got my teammate that's got my 6, and she can detect stuff that I won't even see until it's closer.
Yeah.
She can 50 yards away, she'll detect a bad guy. I
mean, she's got your best interest at 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, man. And I could see it as soon as I met you in the hotel.
And I tell all the guys that we give service dogs to, it's, trust your dog. Yeah. Trust your dog, whether it's doing searching, whatever. Because we've ran some drills where we'd hide. We had one of our guys, his son would hide in this bag that I've got, and we'd zip it up, and he's sitting there in the training room, and people, they'd let their dog search it, and they'd come over. Well, that bag's been sitting there the whole time throughout the week of training, and so it's become so common. It's a situational awareness thing, because it becomes so common they think that it's just there. Well, we took all the stuff out of it, and the kid climbed in there, and that's who the dogs were searching for. And they would call the dog off that to go look, because it's got to be somewhere else, because that was what it was. And I would always tell them, hey, trust your dog. And then it would dawn on them, he's in the bag, huh? Yep. Because they will tell you most mistakes with dogs are the handler's fault, not the dog's fault.
I've heard that. Mike Ritlin actually told me that. Well, Mark, I got a friend over at SIG, and do you know Jason over at SIG? Jason. Well, Jason's my friend over at SIG. I told him you were coming on the show, and he got all excited. He wanted me to wanted me to show you something. So go ahead and open that up.
This is the 365X, huh?
Hey. So that is the latest and greatest model of the 365. It's got the optic on there.
Oh, man.
That
is awesome.
Higher round capacity. And that one is mine, but there's a business card in there with Jason's name and his contact info. Okay. And I think if you call him, he's going to have something very similar to send you. So go ahead and hold that up. Not the card, yeah. So yeah, that's the latest one, and that holds more rounds than the Glock 19.
Yes.
What I really like about SIG is they designed that magazine first, and then they designed the weapon around the magazine for the higher round capacity. And then
Yeah.
that newer model, they put in the ported slide, help
Right.
you with the muzzle flip and all that stuff. The optic, there's actually a newer version of that optic, so I'm sure if Jason's feeling generous, I'm sure he's going to send you the new version.
Yeah, I love this. Jay, a team guy, that's a good friend of mine, J-Dog, he's been talking about this, so I've been...
Really?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it because I've got two of them at home. My wife loves... She's got one, I've got one.
Oh, yeah?
The 365.
Right on.
But this'll... I love this thing.
Would you have carried that overseas?
Oh, yeah.
Over in Benghazi or what we used to do?
Yeah, I would have done that all the time because, this is smaller than the 19.
Yeah.
Carries the same amount of ammo. And, I'm not looking at, especially doing what we did, you're not looking at shooting at somebody that's 30 yards away, 25, 30, 40 yards away most times, with a pistol at least. This is up close and personal work.
Yeah.
And that's usually what that's a lot of where we're at, and a whole lot easier to wear as an appendix carry.
Yeah.
Because that's where I carried all the time was...
You carried appendix? Mm-hmm. I actually didn't start carrying appendix until I became a civilian.
Okay.
Yeah, I was always on 3 o'clock.
Yeah, the reason I like the appendix carry is because if I'm doing a lot of vehicle work, I don't have to worry about a belt, anything on the side of me getting in the way. I carried it right here. If I'm driving, I can come out and shoot at I have access to it really easy. Don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
And, people don't like touching you there anyway, so.
That's a good point.
When it comes to get searched, people avoid that.
You can slide right through with the appendix carry every once in a while.
Yeah.
I used to slip mine in between my body armor and my skin. That way, because they would never take our body armor off. So for those of you that are... Actually, don't listen to that.
Yeah. SIG is, everything they make is phenomenal.
Yeah. I love the company,
I do too.
But another, just if I can get a piece of advice from you for the people watching, because like I said, EDC is becoming a more and more of a relevant topic.
Yep.
People are extremely concerned. You see what's going on in California. It's insane. They can't even call the cops anymore.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, maybe there's not any to call because they defunded them. But, I wouldn't pick up the phone over there. You know what I mean?
No.
But it's happening all across the country. Chicago's pretty much the murder capital of the world. New York, a couple weeks ago, Union Square was just overrun with lunatics. Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington. It's all these places are just turning upside down, and it's causing a lot of concern, and people are starting to realize for the first time that nobody's coming to save you.
Right.
It's on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So do you have a piece of advice for the single mom who's just looking? We're not talking about the tactical guru know-it-alls. A piece of advice for single mothers out there who are just trying to protect their kids.
I think the best thing that we can teach people outside of, is situational awareness. If you got to be aware of what's going on around you at all times. You can see things. If you're looking for it, you can see things develop long before you get yourself too far into it. Pulling up to a gas station, seeing, recognizing who's there. Don't be so busy with what's going on, whether it's the kids in the back seat or what's the phone or anything like that. Pay attention to what's going on around you and avoid those situations before you ever get pulled into it. And the nice thing about that is it alleviates your chance of having to get involved in something. Because the last thing anybody wants to do is get into a gunfight.
Yep.
Because there's nothing positive that's going to come out of it for the most part, because you may survive it. You may take out the bad guy, but you're going to probably go to jail or at least get pulled downtown, thrown in cuffs, taken in if you got your kids with you, things like that. I don't like trouble. I like to avoid it at all costs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to be ready if it does develop, and whether you see it or develop or not, and it develops around you, you got to be ready. So, it's training. As we all know, it's the highest level of training. People don't rise to the occasion.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't. You fall back to the highest level of training. And if you're not training on a regular basis, and it doesn't have to be shooting rounds downrange, it's dry fire. It's and not just dry fire at the range. It's taking that time at home to dry fire in every situation. Where's my gun at when I am in bed? Where is it when I'm sitting in my chair watching TV?
Yeah. Just to expound on your point when it comes to situational awareness, I mean, people do not, it doesn't sink in, you know what I mean, with them. And so I just want to expound on that point is one thing that I've always done to include my time from the SEAL teams, CIA, doing what we did, and now is eye contact.
Yep.
Eye contact, eye contact, eye contact. I never hear anybody say that, but, eye contact with another human being shows that you have confidence and that you are aware of what's going on. So you mentioned the gas station. If you pull up to the gas station and all the pumps are around you are full, it's nighttime. It doesn't even have to be night, anytime. Get out. Make eye contact with everybody around. I don't mean stare them down. I just mean, hey, I see you there. I know you're there.
Yeah.
And then move on to the next. You say hi, wave at them, whatever. Let them know, I see you. I know you're right there. I also see you. I know you're there, and I know you're there over there too.
Yep.
And when you do things like that, like make eye contact with somebody, they know that you're looking around. They know that you're aware. They know that you have a certain level of confidence for whatever reason, and that works. That works with every culture.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what the language is, what the race is, what the ethnicity is, what the religion is. None of that. Doesn't matter where you're at in the world. Eye contact always shows that you have confidence.
Well, and one thing that does for you is you're looking at them. Now in their mind, wait, this guy can identify me now. This lady can identify me now. If I'm a bad guy looking at doing bad things, okay, that may be the thing that changes my mind, because if I did something, whether it's to that person or somebody else, I know by them making eye contact with me that they can identify me.
Yep. All these things create a harder target. As easy it is to do, and it's not that easy for some people to look at to make eye contact,
Right.
But all these things show that you're going to be a harder target than the next person that pulls in. And so sometimes, most of the time, that's all you need is to make somebody go, I don't want to stir up the hornet's nest with this one. I'm going to wait for somebody else.
Yep.
I want to put the least amount of effort, because these guys are nervous to do this kind of stuff too. So anyways, good discussion.
Yeah.
I think you brought me a gift too.
I did. So this is a company I co-founded, and what we have here, it's called GoSafe. And it's what it is, I call it the world's smallest gun safe.
Really?
Yeah.
You designed this?
No, I wish I could claim that, but I do wish that was the case. But
You're involved in the business?
I am. And you have two different models there. You have the GoSafe Mag, which is a fully functional 10-round magazine. Then you have the GoSafe Safe, has a proprietary key.
This it?
That's a lanyard. It's a pull lanyard, and that you can have the key attached to your belt.
Okay.
At all times. The other device, or it's for the back of your phone. There's the key, and then it's just like a card holder, a neoprene for the back. But what's one thing, and we came up with that because what's the one thing that you never use, or you never walk away from? Your phone.
Yeah.
And that neoprene holder is a great place to keep that key.
Okay.
And then the key is made so it's got that flag shape to it.
Yep.
And if the flag is pointing towards The front of the that's how you know which way to put the key in, and you got to push in and turn.
Okay.
And if you look at the top,
shit. So it locks the mag.
it does two things. It locks the mag in, and that little flag there comes out and blocks the trigger bar, so you cannot pull the trigger.
No kidding.
And
so this is the world's smallest gun safe.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those things. Instead of putting your safe in a gun, or instead of putting your gun in a safe, put the safe in your gun.
Yeah,
because
this
for
is
people
pretty
who
genius.
every day, I know, it's so simple. It's so simple. The guys that we got to design that and approached us with it. I'm like, how did I not think of that? Right now, it's only for Glock. We went with that because that's the largest, gun manufacturer. Pretty much more people carry that than anything.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get some SIG ones now.
I know it. That's definitely got to get. That is on the that and MNP is where we're heading next with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
For my wife, she carries that in her SIG 365, or not 365, but her 42, and then and in her 19 and 17, she can carry it in her purse when she goes to the grocery store, and she sees something that just makes kind of the hair raise up on the back of her neck. She can unlock her gun and her gun's ready, because the other one there is a fully functional 10-round magazine.
Oh, okay.
So that one can have a round in the chamber. You can have 10 more rounds in the mag and lock it, and you can't pull the magazine out. You can't fire it. You can rack the slide and eject around, but that's all it'll do is load the next one, but you can't pull the trigger.
Nice.
It's marine proof is what I call it.
Where do you get these?
Best place to get it right now is we are working. They will be shipping on the 18th, 19th, the next couple of days to Bass Pro Shop. They are our primary carry starting out, and they're going to be the ones that are going to help launch this thing. And so it's going to be a get out there. And it's California compliant as well. So for all you people out there in California that have to have a lock on your gun when you're transporting it, this is it. And it beats any of the trigger locks, any of the cable locks.
Yeah.
When I come home, and I've got my everyday carry and my grandkids are there, I don't have to worry, because if I have that thing locked, I can still have it on the nightstand. I can have it on the coffee table, wherever I'm at, in whatever room I'm at, and my gun's ready to go. All I have to do is pull the key out, turn it, and nice. I'm ready to go.
Good stuff, man. This is also very innovative. So
yes.
GoSafe.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
You ready to start the episode?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes, so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.